The TrafLab research project, led by Dr. Hila Shamir, seeks to create new theoretical groundings and a novel normative toolkit to combat human trafficking. Human trafficking is one of the greatest challenges of our time. The extent of trafficking is contested. Modest estimates suggest that 2.4 million people worldwide are currently subject to trafficking, but in 2016, barely 3% were identified as victims and far less were assisted. How come so few? Traditionally, trafficking was thought to be the forced movement of women and girls across borders for the purpose of prostitution. However, contemporary definitions of human trafficking are much broader. Trafficking today, as defined in the Palermo Protocol, includes a wide range of severe forms of labor exploitation of women as well as men, within borders as well as across, where the exploitation is induced by force, threats, and other means such as abuse of a position of vulnerability. What is the alternative? The legal tools currently used, criminalization of traffickers, border control, and ex-post human rights aid, are mostly tailored to the traditional understanding of human trafficking. As a result, they don't target the structural causes that create vulnerability to severe labor exploitation, such as high recruitment fees that create large debt that limit workers' bargaining power, or migration regimes that limit workers' labor market mobility. These include confiscation of passports, preventing workers from leaving their workplace, and providing them with inhumane living conditions and unsafe working environments. Hila Shamir's ERC-funded research, TrafLab, develops a labor perspective to human trafficking, which, instead of focusing on the symptoms, aims to address the root causes of the problem. This approach seeks to transform the structure of labor markets that are particularly susceptible to trafficking by shifting the focus away from individual harms to the power disparities between victims and traffickers, and the economic and social conditions that make individuals vulnerable to trafficking in a globalized economy. The labor approach has the potential to affect significantly more victims by providing them with legal mechanisms for avoiding and resisting exploitation. Solutions will vary by context, but we are already exploring some promising avenues. Bilateral agreements, regulation of human supply chains, protective employment legislation, unionization, and corporate social responsibility. At the TrafLab Research Project, we are drawing the blueprints towards more effective and empowering anti-trafficking policymaking.